My name is Sterling, and I am on location. The time had come for the Gambler 500. Booma!
Hey Sterling, nice ride.
Well, I'm here to get my co-pilot. Ready to go Gambler 500?
Beautiful car, beautiful day. Time to go.
I got something for you. Got some treasures for the team.
All right, I like it.
So go get changed and I'll get ready. The Gambler 500 is an off-road navigation-based driving adventure. The goal is to travel 500 off-road miles round trip in a vehicle costing roughly $500. Shenanigans are more fun with a buddy, so I brought on board my co-pilot and chum, Boomer. A former Navy salvage diver, Boomer normally spends his time transporting, restoring, and recovering large aircraft. His office is therefore a playground of motorized fun, which Dogmatics was really into. I feared the driving adventure of the Gambler 500 would be too much for the mighty Scottish Terrier, so he remained behind in good hands. Boomer and I hit the road, quickly running into fellow gamblers. This is just one of the many joys of the Gambler 500. Our first destination, Lebanon, Oregon. The first major waypoint of the event and the official place to secure the rest of the coordinates and make some new friends as you do. We tried to be safety third. Safety third.
Yeah, that's sweet though. I like the horns.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys later. We made our way to the locally owned Conversion Brewing, an event sponsor and the keeper of the coordinates. This place was packed, and practically everywhere we turned was another gambler. All right, and we go there. All right, well, we're not too far away from any of it. I could do it all like a big boy in one thing. So we go to Stumptown, 443751, 375.
take the road down through Bends, then we can drive all the way to Gamblertown.
Gamblertown is the weekend's primary activity hub and serves as a destination for all Gambler 500 participants. My chum Boomer and I headed inside to check out a larger map and get our bearings. Gas 13 miles. That's funny. Hey, there's a traffic jam over here on this dirt road. There's this big orange section. I wonder what it could be. Yeah, right after stop A, that starts going yellow. Then there's a little blue section, then some orange, and then some blue, and then some more yellow. But then we get back out here and we can fly. Back outside, I plotted our course. Always the Boy Scout, made sure to include a pit stop for a full tank of gas before leaving town. Boomer, on the other hand, had different thoughts. Download reference highway only.
Break down, save enough to light the car on fire. Somebody will come.
burn the car as the signal. That's your go-to? No.
They're pretty adamant about not burning cars out in the woods.
They have rules, standards.
So how much road do we have before we get to that first Stumptown?
I think 40 minutes. How much? Unpaved road?
Yeah.
I think not long, maybe 15 miles of our 500. And you can see there's so many gambler cars this year. Look at the traffic.
Oh, geez.
In the dirt. Traffic in the dirt roads and nowhere. What is it?
So we better have our goggles and
Oh, yeah, we should have that ready to go. I hope you like yours. It's gonna help your face look better. It covers almost all of it. I think we got it. Let's avoid the traffic though.
All right.
After assisting with the launch of a struggling gambler and acquiring our fuel, we were on the road. The highways between Oregon's Willamette Valley and the Cascade Range travel through some pretty countryside. But since this spirit of the gambler is to log off-road miles between waypoints, we would soon be leaving the pavement.
Oh.
Our first stop was the Big Obsidian Flow, within the Newberry National Volcanic Monument. At only 1,300 years old, the Big Obsidian Flow is the youngest lava flow in Oregon. But it is still an impressive collection of pumice and black glass that covers an area of over 1 square mile. This flow was the final stage of a bigger eruption near the Newberry caldera, or crater. The obsidian is the result of the surface of the lava cooling before its atoms have time to organize into crystals, thus leaving behind glass. Iron oxides are what give obsidian its telltale colors.
I can't push you in the back.
Wow. You found rock!
Hey, they should make roads out of that. That'd be really exciting. We could have glass, shiny roads everywhere.
With more miles in front of us than behind, we got back to it.
Hey, that was fun.
We were not the only ones sightseeing. But with such an awesome pit stop directly on the way to Gambler Town, who could blame us? We made some friends and enjoyed the lakeside view before heading to a nearby mountain. Paulina Peak is nearly 8,000 feet tall and is the highest point on the Newberry volcano. On a clear day, they say you can see as far as Washington and California. We had to check that out. We had a schedule to keep, so it was on to the next stop. But I'd like to take a moment to thank the people of the National Park Service, the Bureau of Land Management, the U.S. Forest Service, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. This national monument is one of 117 in the United States. These are some of America's greatest treasures, and we owe their accessibility and conservation to these fine people.
We're in the volcano, the mighty caldera. Asphalt is lava.
It's true, the idea was to get off the pavement. So, in Gambler 500 style, we found another way off the mountain.
Whose idea was to bring a Volvo?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Alright.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, what's that?
That was a twig. I'm looking for parts in the road.
Oregon's Gambler 500 was off to a great start. After securing our waypoint coordinates at Conversion Brewing, Chum Boomer and I drove off to an epic adventure, including visiting a huge pile of obsidian.
Wow. You found rock!
Soaking in an epic vista, and participating in some off-road shenanigans. But our road trip was far from over. Before we got into any more mischief, we felt it was time to check in with Gambler Town.
That is a Tasmanian devil.
Woo!
Gambler Town, you will never find a more rowdy hive of motorheads and pranksters. We must get in there. The back and forth parade of gamblers was impressive. Gambler Town had designated camping areas, a few live bands, some assigned party areas, and a merchant's row selling a variety of swag. There were also plenty of unpaved roads nearby, ready for gamblers to cruise for some dirty miles. We would be joining in very soon, but first, we met up with one of the founding members of this craziness, Tate Morgan.
The Gambler 500 has been going for about 5 years, but not in this form. We started it just with a small group of friends. There was 14 cars and about 30 guys, and we started over in Portland, and we bought a bunch of cheap stuff, and we drove over the mountains, had a grand adventure, drank some beer in between, and then headed back over the next day, and slowly people noticed how much fun we were having, and it grew to an event of about 60 deep, and then the internet happened. Facebook blew us up, 20 million views, and now we're sitting in a pumice pit with 4,000 people driving the most insane things you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty good environment right here for nuts.
It is pure insanity.
There's a mixed nut bowl out there. So many different things we've seen, and we're gonna go do a tour and see more.
Oh, it's the best. And the thing you notice is that we don't have a niche. There's no specific type of car that people like. There's import stuff, there's German stuff, there's American stuff, old, new. As long as it's just crazy, it's so good.
But you guys are like, hey, show up, have fun. The $500 car, that's nice.
Yeah.
But not mandatory.
Oh man, that's fun. Yeah, just that's the fun. It's greater than the rules.
Normal rules.
Normal rules.
Don't be dumb. In the surrounding organized chaos, people seem to be obeying traffic laws. While I won't classify the Gambler 500 as family friendly, it is a great example of good, dirty, wholesome fun. Since camping is a big part of the Gambler 500, we saw a lot of settling in and a lot of canine pals. As we continued to wander, I caught sight of a 1960s fire engine. I'm a sucker for old big rigs, so I had to swing by and meet the owner.
I'm Eddie, nice to meet you.
This is my chum Boomer.
Hey Boomer, how you doing, man? How you doing?
So it's great to see you at the Gambler, always be gambling.
Yeah, ABG.
How long you been doing the Gambler?
This will be my second summer season doing this. It'll be the truck's 4th run, and we did the Winter Wonderland Gambler as well with this.
Fantastic. I noticed that you got a whole bunch of lights up here. What's going on with that?
We can literally have a mobile dance party wherever we go. Once the sun goes down, the lights come on, party's just starting to begin.
All right.
We decided we had to take it up to the next level. We got the rotators running right now at the moment. Later on tonight, we'll kick the lasers on, we'll kick the rest of the party lights on, and we'll have the party rocking tonight.
Fantastic.
And this thing is a 671 two-stroke diesel. This thing is a straight up solid powerhouse. This thing has competed in 3 Gamblers already, and we didn't want to just let the thing go to the wayside, so we came up with a way to incorporate it into, helping provide music for the Gambler 500 and just have some fun, and, we provide some extra food for some people that may have not thought of well enough ahead and just decided to go run and have an adventure. So we'll always try to help out and feed some extra people.
Well, that's pretty nice. So find a fire truck, find food.
Of course. And this thing is it is a music monster everywhere it goes.
Is it a 60 Seagraves?
This is a 1960 Seagrave, and it's got a 671 Detroit diesel 2-stroke engine in it.
That's a cute engine.
It is a powerhouse no matter how you look at it. This fire truck is 100% American made. It was built from the ground up in Columbus, Ohio.
All right. Gamblers continue to file in and out of Gamblertown. Along with logging off-road miles, many were in search of roadside trash. The Gambler 500 encourages participants to collect abandoned appliances, couches, mattresses, and other garbage. Upon returning to Gamblertown, a variety of prizes are possible, from biggest trash to most unusual debris. We decided it was time to do our part and took advantage of the remaining daylight to go on a trash hunting adventure. Let's find some sweet trash. Many of these Gambler vehicles will also be disposed of, but in a great way. For those interested in donating their rigs, an automotive auction for charity is held in the days following the event.
We've lost payment, Captain.
We managed to secure a respectable amount of trash while exploring various roads near Gamblertown.
We want the roads.
We didn't build that kind of car this year. That task completed, shenanigans ensued.
Our friend end isn't gone down, we should finish it off. I have a pretty good idea how to do that.
Yeah, you worked on it.
Run, squirrel!
Alright, nice job. We still have an undercarriage. It might be a little bigger than it was.
With our vehicles slightly worse for wear and as dusk fell, we made it back to Gambler Town under the cover of night, and as more gamblers arrived, the festivities were just getting started. The navigation-based off-road driving adventure that is Gambler 500 promised fun, excitement, and camaraderie, and it delivered. My chum Boomer and I had a chat with festival organizer Tate Morgan.
It's pretty good environment right here for nuts.
It is pure insanity.
There's a mixed nut bowl out there.
We watched a parade of gamblers going to and from Gambler Town with the goal of collecting trash, logging miles, and simply having some fun behind the wheel. We saw a variety of canine companions, visited the merchant area, and checked out a 1960s Seagrave fire engine.
We decided we had to take it up to the next level. We got the rotators running right now at the moment. Later on tonight, we'll kick the lasers on, we'll kick the rest of the party lights on, and we'll have the party rocking tonight.
Fantastic.
After an evening of music, food, and fun, we left that rowdy bunch of hooligans. We were looking to make a stop somewhere quiet to perform an all-American duty.
Our United States flag held up for about 300 miles of the Gambler 500, but we're going to remove it now because it's just too damaged to continue. We're going to send it to the American Legion Hall so it can be disposed of correctly. Always remember, cut towards your buddy, not your body. It's the buddy system.
She served us well. But it never hit the ground.
I thought it was longer.
Probably was.
All right, do you have the key? Okay, we're ready to go. We're prepped, prepared, sir? All right, you have the key.
The final run.
We still needed a couple dozen off-road miles and added a few sightseeing detour pit stops to our trip. Diamond Lake Overlook offers an amazing view of the lake and surrounding mountains. This lake was created at the same time as Crater Lake, nearly 8,000 years ago. Diamond Lake sits on an ash flow deposit rather than bedrock and is only 52 feet at its deepest point. Though the present level of the lake will be maintained for many years to come, sediment carried by streams will eventually fill it in. Nearby Tokiti Lake is just as shallow and is a man-made reservoir formed by the damming of the nearby Umpqua River. It was a picturesque setting, and we could not leave without at least a photo.
And finally, we cannot travel along what the locals call the Highway of Waterfalls without stopping to see one. This was just one of more than 15 waterfalls located within a 172-mile stretch of Highway 138 between Gamblertown and the southern Oregon city of Roseburg. There are over 1 million miles of unpaved roads in America. Road trips and general fun behind the wheel are one of many great American pastimes. My camera crew and I had barely scratched the surface of motorized outdoor adventures. But after my time rock crawling and adventure off-road, I can see why. Not much beats the thrill of navigating a motor vehicle over challenging terrain and through epic scenery. I know, because I've been on location.